In the previous episode of Hermitcraft, we constructed an entirely new mini-game known as Chicken, where we encourage other hermits to jump from a height into a block of lava, although the point of course is not to land in the lava. Also, over in the commercial district, we set up a new shop here as well. We recently raided the Bastion remnants, got our hands on lots of gilded blackstone and other goodies from the Nether, which we now sell in this shop. And in order to stock up this shop and make some sales, make some diamonds, we need lots and lots of gold. So as you can imagine, I've spent a lot of time over at this fantastic place, killing the pigmen, getting my hands on plenty of gold. And just how much gold should be the question you are wondering. I'm telling you, it's a lot. In not a lot of time, we got a lot of gold from this farm. And that comes as no surprise because we know how fantastic this thing is. That's the wrong chest. A little anticlimactic. It's this one here. Woo! Look at that. We're going to be able to fill up a shulker box entirely with gold blocks. And what do we need that for? It's for trading with the piglins. Yes, our bartering system over here needs not only a restock from trading, but an update as well. There are 2 items that have been removed and 3 that have been added. We can no longer get the magma cream and the glowstone dust. We'll be able to get blackstone and spectral arrows, which I actually spent a lot of the glowstone dust on crafting. So I'm going to change the item filters to pick up those 2. The other item is simply water bottles, and I don't really need them, so they're just going to get chucked in the trash. Speaking of which, we need to sort out the situation over here with the silly amount of mobs that have gotten trapped in there and don't despawn. But first of all, I want to update our filters back here and then go through an AFK session. So we're changing out magma cream for blackstone, glowstone dust for spectral arrows, and let's not forget to fill in this space here because this is how those zombie pigmen pick up boots. They get them from these blocks here. I kind of need to get you guys out of this space without attacking you. And that was relatively simple. That should mean, now that this is enclosed, that there's no more boots getting picked up. We may also be able to adjust our timer back here as the bartering now delivers fewer items. So that means that we can run our system faster because it can handle more items than they're going to give us. But for now I'm going to leave it at this, do some observations, make some adjustments, but let's go get the gold in the system. So the system has been turned on. We're going to stock this up entirely with gold. There we go. They are bartering. And now we'll get our hands on some new items. And after AFKing for a little while, kind of realised that we don't really need any of these new items. I've got a crazy amount of golden arrows, and we got a crazy amount of the blackstone, but after a little session, we got a whole bunch more. And changing a couple of the repeaters here, I've kind of optimised the timing so that this thing is pretty much running at full capacity. But we got to turn this thing off for now, and I have just made a keen observation. The boots. They got those from bartering with themselves, right? Because we name tagged these, and then they picked up these fancy shiny boots. Just like these bunch over here, and we're going to deal with these in a kind of fun and different way. Obviously, I've got to kill them, but we're going to have a little bit of fun in the process. And to do that, we're going to need to buy ourselves some books. Whoa, watch out. We, my friends, are going to be making a crossbow, and I've got these enchantments to put on them. And since this place has seemed to run out of anvils, let's restock it for Corrales. Well, all that XP we've grinded is going to come in handy. This is the worst name ever. It's a pun on being cross. I'm not cross, I'm mad. Very, very mad. Watch out, peeps. I got a new weapon. I was thinking of this because in the Twitch Rivals competition, one of them was to shoot the crossbow between 4 entities at once and killing them all, which required the piercing enchantment. And the reality is, I've never really messed around with the crossbow too much in survival, so I wanted to do it here on Hermitcraft. Problem is, when I press L for advancements, it's completely blank, which really worries me. I do not know why that is the way it is. So basically, the crossbow is a really great weapon that I never really use. There's also the multi-shot enchantment, which could be good. I'm going to stop keeping my bow in my inventory and just keep our new crossbow. And now what we can do is use it with our spectral arrows. And I don't think I have any hope of actually getting that advancement that I talked about. Also, considering my advancements are broken, I wouldn't even know if I got one. And I guess that was a mildly fun way to get rid of all of those, but hey, we got ourselves a new weapon. Well, a lot of that XP I had saved up has disappeared rather quickly. You see, on the topic of giving our crossbow a name, I've been reminded that this update supports emojis now, which allows you to put little symbols for the sword and the bow and the pick right next to your items. So I put them into the name of my items. I've come in here, I've done the shield, I've done all of these tools as well. The axe gets its own axe, whereas there's no shovel or hoe, but yeah, really cool little detail you can do in 1.16.2. And speaking of that, another little detail you might have noticed already in the video is the bushy leaves, which we tried out a couple of episodes ago. I left them on last episode, but this time they were kind of reduced in effect. These ones are essentially less bushy, and so the little bits of grass that come off of them are smaller than before. And I actually really like this, and I think it's what I'm going to settle with. So let me know what you think of how they look, and be sure to tune in next episode, because there's going to be something you'll be able to vote on for the future of my series here. Hang on. We got signs in the base. Ah, okay. So, hey Xisuma, if you want to connect to the secret tunnel that takes you to the end, gaming district or shop district, dig down to Y16 at Z259, and there's no X-axis for this? I am being a little bit of a derp right now. It's a tunnel, so it's going to be going in this direction and this direction. This is the right coordinates right here. Let's just dig straight down and see what we find. I found a creeper! I didn't want a creeper! Ugh, unlit caves. Well, I just made an advancement. Let's press L. Right, so now I've got advancements. Cool, okay. Glad that fixed itself. It looks like I'm crying. Oh! I feel so sad. I have simply found the tunnel, that is all. And it's a waterlogged tunnel. And you know, you don't really go that far swimming in water. Plus, I need to breathe. Something tells me Etho's got something clever planned for that. Maybe you grab a dolphin and use it to get from one side to the other. But either way, it goes in this direction. So somewhere along this line, we might just put a tower that connects to that line. I reckon the best spot would be somewhere around here. We could build an additional tower. I don't want to build too many more towers because I kind of want to finish this area up now. My appetite for building projects in this area has diminished a little, so I want to start finishing some things up, which is a great segue to what we're going to do, as the top of this building is unfinished and the top of the one just over there I feel is unfinished too. And I've got a fantastic idea that means, first of all, we're going to have to take a trip to a desert. And should I say the desert, the one that has been decimated by the hermits for practically as far as you can see. So I now have 2 full shulker boxes of sand. We're going to chuck it all in the smelter here and turn it into glass. And I've just noticed something. Why is there a sea lantern missing here? So why do we need 2 shulker boxes worth of glass? It's because we're going to be building globes. Yes. 2 globes, in fact. One is orange and the other is blue, which just happens to be my favourite colours. However, we are going to do something remarkable. We are going to turn this one into the globe of a planet. You can see with some green glass we create continents, and some white glass up the top for the Arctic. And there is a reason why it's a planet. This next one though is a little more ambiguous. As you can see, our orange sphere has been mixed with red and yellow over here. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. And so I generated those spheres using commands, which might be obvious, and then I put in all of the different shades of colour by hand. It was actually a really fun process, and I kind of wish I recorded it. But as they say, credit where credit is due, I was blown away by this base on my Patreon server known as Let's Play Minecraft Together 2. Put together by Spangleboo. And it is practically criminal that this place can't be all loaded at once because of the render distance here, but the spheres that connect to the main one in the middle, they just look amazing. I was so inspired. As soon as I saw this, I was like, this is what I want to do on Hermitcraft right now. So Spangle, if you're watching, I thank you for the inspiration. This is just such a beautiful, inspiring base you got here. And we're going to take a little pinch of it and put it on Hermitcraft. What do I think of that? Absolutely gorgeous. And that one too. This was such a great decision. The globe room has a globe on top of it. Our main storage room has this orb of, I don't know, energy. Oh, it looks so good. That was a blast to put together, an exceptionally good idea. It really kind of draws your eye to it as well, as these things stand out among the other buildings, and I think there is a need for that because so much of this kind of looks similar around here, right? However, we would be wise not to do too much more spectacular stuff quite like that. Anyway, after building it, I drop back into here. What do I think I see? No, it's not a creeper about to blow up my base. It is in fact a little advertisement from Impulse, so beacons are back in stock, and a free sample courtesy of Impulse, and I'm thinking, yeah, a free beacon? Why not? I will take that. This is in an invisible item frame, and of course those revert to normal when you pop an item out of it. It also just so happens that XB delivered me another beacon because it is now the month of September and we have that monthly beacon deal. So now I would be up to 4 of these, however, I've realised I pinched one of these for a project from the tower over there. So we can put this thing back and do you know what? I can't remember what effect I gave it. I might have not have given it effect at all. Either of those are basically useless. However, it has reminded me that inside of accessibility settings, in this update you can now control your FOV effects. I've set that all the way down, so when I'm recording and I pass by speed beacons, it's not going to change my field of view anymore. I really like they've added that into the game. Oh yeah, this room, it's missing its roof. And look at that big old bee butt, just perfect view of it right there. And thanks to our bartering session early on, we should now have some quartz. We're going to use that to finish up the roof. Also, quick bit of information for you. I've been chatting with Nembom and Efo about things that are happening here on the server. Portal code in 1.16.2, which we're now on, was totally redone. And so over here, it's actually no longer hooked up to this portal. All of my ink sacs and squid now actually come through this one at the top again. It's just a never-ending struggle to get this to work. And I got to share with you the image that Efo sent me. So yeah, check that out. Hilarious, right? Well, let's not lose track of what we were doing. I was getting quartz to finish off the globe room over here. As you can see, a ceiling is now in place. It looks good, but the wall up here with the stars at night, kind of lacking a bit of detail. You know, I'm happy that this room is just finished because we've got so many projects going on, but maybe I'll come back and try and make this look a little bit more interesting at some point. Before we move on to the next part of the episode, I've got an announcement. You know the deal, Hermitcraft livestream weekend, the 19th and 20th of this month. You can head over to livestream.hermitcraft.com to get links to all of the Hermit's channels. So in the previous episode, we built a game, and I think the first person to play it has beaten it.
Got them all, buddy. You know, just winning.
Just
Tiger
winning
blood.
at life, you know. New game pops up, it's practically impossible. Just beating it.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
You know, just another day.
Yep. You found a loophole. A loophole I didn't think of.
I did, and I'm wearing it.
You are indeed. Look at that.
All right,
Look at that.
I will show you.
Score.
I'll show you. So if you want to see.
Okay.
All right. So I just came up in here, and it just struck me. I was like, wait a minute. There's an easier way to do this.
Oh man.
And so I even went in third person. I came out and then I just kind of dropped.
Whoa. Oh, that's so cheaty. That's so unbelievably cheaty.
And then this yeah, see this
oh,
time
you
I
got
didn't
set
do
on
it.
fire that time
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That's what you get. Well, how many diamonds did you put into this?
A total of so I put a block and then 5.
Five.
So
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna refund you, and I'm gonna give you a couple of diamond blocks, and then we're gonna pretend that this never happened. Yeah.
I mean, what happened?
What exactly? That's the spirit
I
right
don't-
there. Oh, those diamond blocks that I just gave you. There's a
Uh-huh.
condition. You got to spend them all on this game. I'm messing with you. Off he goes, just like that. Just like that. Okay, I need a sign. Okay, so we've got some additional rules up here.
Right.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
For breaking your game?
Yeah, thanks for breaking my game. And raking in some diamonds in the process.
I mean, I feel like it's I provided a service.
You did.
Just fair compensation.
That's it. You know, whenever a new game pops up, figure out how to exploit it, make some diamonds. It's great.
Hey, I'm just a beta tester.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, you can have a free go. Let's see what score you get without your wings.
Okay.
This one's on the house.
All right. Y'all heard him. This one's free.
If you win this, I'm gonna cry.
All right. First person, no wings.
No ender pearl. Down he goes. That. Did you get set on? What just happened? Did you get set on fire for a split second?
Nope.
What? I need an instant replay. I'm
How did I do that?
What? I'm pausing. Oh my god. Okay, let me pause. I'm literally pausing it. Okay. Instant replay. You have actually done it.
But it doesn't. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't count because it was a free run, right?
I said it was on the house. You know, it was a free run on the house. This is yours. The prize pool is officially empty. I've been fleeced.
I'm sorry, Xisuma.
The game continues, though. The game continues. You're not logging that score in that book. Okay?
Okay, that's a deal.
Okay. I also assumed this would be really tough, but maybe it turns out it's actually quite easy.
And I thought it was too. You know, I was like, did he even check if this was possible?
I gave it a fair few attempts, and look, if you just come over here and zoom in, right? Zoom in on the lava and the string. It's so close, and you're falling with such speed. It
Right.
just looks maddening, doesn't it?
Oh, it's not easy. Like I think it was absolutely pure luck.
You're gonna make no mention of this to the other hermits, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What are hermits?
Man, you're working on other levels here. What's Minecraft? Who am I talking to?
Wait, where am I?
Exactly. Is this real? Is this a simulation?
I took the blue pill, right?
Yeah. Well, dude, thank you for playing the game. Thank you for breaking it. Thank you for beating it.
No problem.
I've got a funny feeling now that maybe some other hermits are going to be messaging me like, dude, I won. And this might have just been one failed idea.
Ah, no. I had an absolute blast playing. Like I played those 5 rounds and I was like, no, I got to play more.
Yeah, well, that's
So-
the point of a good game, right?
Right.
That's if you're
Right.
having fun, that's the real goal. Well, that was a rather remarkable series of events, and we have lost all of our diamond blocks for the prize pool. My friends, I have more bad news. These diamonds behind me, they're gone. These are property of Impulse SV now. And that is because of this nightmare. After XP played, who's the next person to come over here and play? Impulse. And he beat the game. He got the high score. And he paid 1 diamond block to do it. So at least we get 1 diamond block back from this. So he had 12 attempts. And how many times did he beat the game? 3. 3 times! This thing has got to be flawed. I mean, look at the size of that gap. I just burnt up the string. You know, I tested this in single player, maybe multiplayer. The timing is a little different and you got a little bit more leeway, or maybe I'm just a derp. Either way, we need to make some changes around here. Temporarily? Chicken is closed for the time being. We need to change the way this game is played, and I've got a bit of a plan inspired by a neighbour, Mr. XB Crafted. You see, I got lured into playing this skill test game over here because of the grand prize. I thought it'd be a great way to make our diamond blocks back. And the idea of this skill test is to hit 6 bullseyes in a row, which seems really easy when you're standing a little closer than you should be. But when standing at the correct spot, which is just back here, it's actually really tough to get 6 in a row. In fact, it's kind of tough just to get 1 or 2 in a row. And so I guess I actually lost a few more diamonds this episode because they got gobbled up playing this skill game over here. Oh geez, we need to implement something similar. So maybe the idea is you pay a diamond, but you gotta get it 3 times in a row. That might work out a little better. If you got some of your own ideas on how to structure this game, let me know with a comment down below, and together we'll be able to figure out how we're going to make some diamonds here. I just discovered a button. Free samples. Free samples of what? What's this? Oh, goodness me. Oh, they're all renamed as well. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm never going to press that button again. Speaking of shady ease, there is a really cool way to get to this shop now. Look at this. Pop-up bridge. No road tax for temporary paths, I think is the idea here. And speaking of paths, that is a really nice path going around the edge there. That sideways chain looks awesome. This place is very distracting. The reason I came over here was actually to head to Impulse's base. And that is to drop off these diamond blocks which Impulse won in the game of chicken. It says, you won chicken, all too easily, well done. Next time it will be harder. Although, I don't think that's really going to entice Impulse to come back and play. But if we have a larger prize pool over time, then, you know, that's going to draw some hermits in, right? And my friends, I've been doing tons of work over here on the commercial district with the moon biome, but I'm going to be showing you that in the next episode, which is episode 950, and there's going to be a vote for something special in it. So make sure you tune in to check that out, because that's all I got time for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. As always, thanks for your support, and I'll see you soon in the next episode of Hermitcraft. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.